deserve Grammys and some Oscars. They deserve Grammys, they imposters. I be rolling with my project homies, it's a vibe. I just with the homie, it's a vibe. Over switch sides, it's a vibe. Yeah. I go through it. I gotta accept that I'm a. I pull up in several different options. That I but most of them. I shatter your dreams with this cream I make. Gotta be on the thinker. I say.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Voyagers going up against the Broncos.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Voyagers and the Denver Broncos. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Let's go! 3-19!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run.
Let's go! 3-19!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Walker in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go! Over!
He'll look to throw. Airing it out for Hearns. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's where they're all.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this wind is definitely going to be a factor as this game goes along. He's throwing straight into it here in the first quarter, and the ball fluttered on him a little bit. They'll definitely have to file that one away and make a mental note of it.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They run the counter now on first down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Lynch looking to throw on second. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Let's go. No. Check, Patriot. Detroit.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And down he goes. pressure, getting to Lynch. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. 3rd down here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jensen. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So many times during games we talk about reading keys. So what does that mean for a cornerback? Well, when you're guarding a receiver, is he actually going out for a pass, or is he trying to block you because it's a running play? Reading the key and understanding the play. On this one, he diagnosed it perfectly and made an excellent tackle.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Marshall in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This long Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's got room. Oh, shifty.
Whoa. In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively. move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive linemen won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defense in front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And now here's a carry heading left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. John Crockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Back to throw. Fighting through. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll set up a throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. All right, now look at this. Over.
Now back to throw. He hits Greg, complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Watch it now, Barney.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So on 4th down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. And Lambeau will put this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The first carry for the Utah man now, it's Joe Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Play action. Now Lynch. Flush to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lynch. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, here's Lynch. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
On second down, Lynch. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Following the penalty, it's Williams. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And that is incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And McManus able to put it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller, because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to fire one deep open. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back to throw here. Space to run past the 20. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jensen. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit. Now let's go. 3-19.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that.
Again, it's Fournette. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
All right, now, look at 56. Detroit.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They run a draw here on second down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go. All right, now look at me.
To throw on third down. Lynch able to power through. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away. So we get ready to start. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. Give him 30 yards there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jensen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And Lambeau will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with second and just 2 yards to go.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Here's Lynch. And now running right through him. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now a handoff as they run left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Lynch looking to throw on second. They'll roll him out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 8, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one there. It's his third field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
And now out comes Houston. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense with the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, that forced the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throw left side complete. That's Jensen. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Now he's flushed out left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going